Yeah, I got fired from Baskin Robbins for harassing customers. That's true. I don't think I've ever told that. I just couldn't take it. So in high school, I used to work at Chick-fil-A just to make some cash, And you're not a single mom. You got to do what you got to do to get some cash to go take the girls out. And I'll never forget. We're wrong side here. Here we go. And I'll never forget. So I don't know how it works anymore. I don't eat Chick-fil-A hardly at all anymore. There's like 1 or 2 in the city or something. But they're delicious. There's just not many around. Anyway, at the time they had like a number system and then a letter system, right? And so you could go in and get like, I want a number 1 or like a number 2. I think a number 1 was like the fried chicken sandwich. Number 2 was like the baked. And number 3 was like club. I forget what club. Well, maybe 4 was like supreme or something. I don't remember. And then there were like a lettered meals. Like A was like nuggets with a drink and like waffle fries, whatever it was. There was 2 different systems, which I admittedly always found confusing. But people would come in and be like, yeah, man, I want this was in Kennesaw, Georgia. Shouts to everyone in Kennesaw, Georgia. This was right near the Kennesaw Mall. And people would come in and be like, hey, man, let me get the number A and then the letter 1. And I would just look at them. I would not punch anything in. I'd be super passive aggressive. I'd be just aggressive about it. I would not punch anything in and be like, sir, I don't know what the number A is. Here's what happened. One time I thought, well, he said number A. He must have meant letter A. But he actually meant number 1, right? So I actually got the order wrong, and then I had to eat shit for it. So from that point forward, people come in, and it happened all the time. I want the number A and the letter 1, and I would just look at them. I'd be like, sir, I don't know what that means. But I would say it like real asshole-like, And then they'd be like, I want the nuggets. Oh, you meant the and I'd say, I like enunciate like a complete asshole. I'd be like, oh, you mean the letter A. Is that what you meant, sir? You meant the letter A? Customers complained on occasion. So that was one. I got fired from that job too. Although I just stopped showing up was the reason. Real professional. I don't recommend following suit with that, by the way. I mean, these are not things I am proud of. They're just things I did. Baskin Robbins, I just couldn't stand it because I had just gotten a job bouncing at a place, and this was in college. And I say in high school, I meant college. In any event, Chick-fil-A was high school, Baskin Robbins was college. And I only got it because they were paying like, I don't know, minimum wage. And a fraternity brother of mine worked there, and it was like, just a couple of shifts just to get a couple $100 here and there kind of a thing, right? But I couldn't take it. I mean, I think I worked 5-6 shifts. I hated it. And there was another sort of ordering convention that people would fuck up, and I would just be passive-aggressive. I got warned for that. And then I finally got fired because I had to go to the back for something. And it's a true story. I went back there, and just to fuck with my boss, who I didn't like, and he didn't like me, I opened up the freezer, and I go, wow, look at all these roaches in here. And he just looked at me and went like that, and he fired me on the spot, actually. So those are ones that I didn't particularly care for. I'm sorry about that. I would never do that today. I'd be grateful for any kind of job I got. You learn civility. I always say this, folks. Civilization and civility, they are learned behaviors. I do not believe that humans are necessarily born with those innately. Certainly, I don't think I was. I was a bit of a feral animal through age 30, and I've sort of come around to it since then. The other thing people would do when they would come into Chick-fil-A, they'd be like, hey, man, y'all got fish? And I never knew how to respond. I'm like, well, first of all, it's called Chick-fil-A, sir, so use your fucking brain. I didn't say that. But I would often be like, well, let's see. And I would slowly read through the menu. I'd be like, let's see, combo number 1, chicken sandwich, combo number 2, fried chicken sandwich, combo number 3, fried club sandwich. And then I would go, okay, well, there was no fish there. Let's see if we can keep reading, shall we? In other words, being like, you can read the fucking menu for yourself. I don't recommend these things. I'm not proud of this. It's just a thing I did. So I got fired from that job too. Those are the only 2 jobs I've ever been fired from, by the way. Everything else, I quit like a normal, rational adult. Just those 2 I did not handle optimally. Sorry about that to everyone I worked with. I apologize.